This is probably my 701st video on YouTube, and I want to talk about how making all these videos nearly took my soul. This is a new kind of video that you haven't seen on this channel here, and it's just me, not my girlfriend Amalie. She's home working on her own YouTube channel, a new one, and we're still together. But we split up in YouTube in a way. But, wow, I haven't filmed for a long time. I feel very awkward filming. Isn't it weird? I've done so many videos on YouTube and still it's awkward, you know? I'm in the public. Are there anybody watching me? What are they thinking about me? I want to talk about my experience with making YouTube videos because YouTube is something that everybody wants to do. Not everybody, but you know, the young generations, they all aspire to be influencers, to grow a huge following on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. And I did too, back in 2017 when me and Amalie started making videos. It was, you know, Casey Neistat, the godfather of vlogging. He was the inspiration for me, and I could see the joy of documenting your life and putting it out there and potentially grow a big following, get brand deals, sell products, fame and fortune in a way, you know, because the goal was always to reach 10 million subscribers. But it was this overshadowing goal of really becoming huge. And I think that we did become huge in the sense that we are at 120,000 subscribers now, although we've been at that number for, I don't know, 3 years. So in a way our YouTube channel is quite dead. But as we were going to that number, you know, we really kind of we kind of experienced this, you know, fame and fortune here in Portugal, because people they started recognizing us. We would be very popular, and people would like the amount of selfies and all that we have given to people at football matches, on the street. It was very surreal that suddenly this became reality. And I think for a long time we did enjoy this, making these videos, YouTube videos, and I still do enjoy making these videos. But there is a price to this, and aside to doing YouTube, influencing, social media, that is not really talked about, and especially the last couple of years have been very hard, because when you start out on YouTube and you have this goal of, you know, reaching, you know, millions of subscribers and making videos that people watch and love, and you aren't getting there, it starts to become such a big ego battle, you know? You start to really doubt yourself, and this desire to reach all the milestones and reaching the goals started to overshadow the joy of everything. And more as time went by, I would start to question myself in terms of my worth, you know, because we finally crossed the 100,000 subscriber mark. We got all the followers, you know, we got the silver plaque. But that moment felt so insignificant because it was overshadowed by wanting the gold plaque, the million subscriber plaque, you know. There was never at any point a satisfaction in growing a YouTube channel. There weren't like no amounts of selfies with people, or, you know, nice comments of YouTube would be enough. It was constantly, you know, just looking forward at the things I haven't achieved. When you stay in this mindset, which is very hard to avoid, you start to hate yourself in a way, because your inner voice is like, yeah, you're not good enough, you know. Nobody wants to see the work you're doing. And this, along with all the work that I would put in, like we always, when we did our videos, most of the times it's been high production quality, you know, like we spend so much money on professional camera gear and drones and setting up the cameras in the right angles and editing, you know, voiceover scripts and, you know, professional mic, and it was like the videos were so much work, and I enjoyed it always, you know. But as you keep having those things in the back of your mind that you need to really achieve the goals, and you don't achieve it, yeah, the joy of making the videos start to fade, and suddenly you become a slave to YouTube, because this YouTube and reaching the goals start to be your identity. Now that I haven't really filmed videos for the last... Hello. Hello. Hello, kitty. Oh, you're so cute. Now I haven't really filmed videos for a year, pretty much. And I realize how much YouTube has become my identity, that I wake up in the morning and all I know by now is filming and editing. And when I don't have these videos to edit, I'm like, what the hell am I going to do? I don't even know what to do anymore. So YouTube has become my identity, and this identity has been cracking, in the sense that I'm not growing on YouTube. We are not reaching the millions of subscribers, and this really has this really takes a toll on you, and suddenly you start to realize that, or I start to realize that everything in my life is based on external validation, you know, or the output I create, that, okay, I did this video and it got so many views, and this brand deal, and everything was like just related to material wealth and recognition. And I don't think it's just YouTube it relates to, you know. I think it's many things in life where you become so focused on achieving your goals, but when you don't achieve your goals, it starts eating you up. And that's been the trajectory of the last 8 years of making YouTube, you know. A lot of highs and lows, but in hindsight I realized that at no point was I actually satisfied with what I was doing. Like I never felt like oh, this video we did was so good, and it was always overshadowed by the things that weren't accomplished. Yeah, I think that all of this has been a really powerful lesson, because now that I haven't really filmed anything since our Vietnam trip, which is a year ago now. If you haven't watched the videos, you should watch the videos, because they were actually, yeah, they were a lot of work, but we enjoyed filming them and everything. But I think that trip, it was like 30 days of filming, and it was like an epic journey. And actually, I think this video trip in Vietnam was like the nail in my soul's coffin, because we were traveling from the south of Vietnam all the way up to the north, over 30 days, and we filmed every day, and we filmed so much great content. We loved it. And then as I started editing the videos, it was like, oh, no response, nobody's watching. And that's why it took almost a year to edit these videos, because I was just losing the confidence to continue with every video, because nobody's watching. This huge voice in my head, like, you're done as a YouTuber. You're done, you know. Now get a real job, because this is not for you, you know. You're a loser. These voices, man, if you don't stop them, they will consume you, and it will start to, it will really start to take a toll on your mental health. And yeah, that has been my challenge the last year, and I wanted to just, yeah, talk about this with you guys. And also I realized that YouTube, as much as I haven't appreciated the journey in the moment, because I've always been in my mind in the future, I realized that expressing yourself in whatever way it may be is so important, you know? Because when I stop expressing myself through these videos here, I I just I feel like I'm like a seed that just withers. It doesn't grow, and your soul needs to grow, not wither. So whoops. Um, I think the point of this video is that there's nothing wrong with YouTube. There's something wrong with the mindset that you can easily get if you are not mindful about why you are doing it, what you're trying to achieve. And I think that for me, my intention with YouTube was always flawed, wrong, because it was from an angle of attention and status, wealth, growth, recognition, validation, which none of us need, you know, because we're all good enough, you know. This is for another video that I might film. But you know, we're all good enough. We don't need to accomplish something to be good enough. And I think that this is one of the main misconceptions in our realm. I need to make videos. I feel I have to do it because I love it, and I'm uploading this video to this channel. It's super scary, you know, because I go back to the mindset that first, it won't get views. Two, this is not what people signed up for, and three, it's probably a shit video. Those are like the. Is that a dog or woman? Those are the things that goes through my mind usually with videos, and it's been stronger and stronger, this voice, every time as we have put out videos that haven't succeeded. So I'm going to adjust my perception of what is success. Success is that I put up a video that I feel fine about, you know, in the sense that it's okay if it doesn't get views. It's okay if you get negative comments. It's okay. It's a new path in life for me, and I don't know if I'm so insecure. I think that was comes down to I started another YouTube channel like 6 months ago, a golf YouTube channel. Johnny Golf, by the way. Put up like 20 videos and no views, no subscribers, you know. And I kind of gave up on that again also, because, you know, I'm so, the validation and all the work you put into it. So yeah. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I like filming, and I just feel like maybe there's a different path for me, because now Amelie, she's doing her silent vlogging, which is really taking off quite well. She started the channel 4 months ago, and she has 5,000 subscribers, and she's putting out 2 videos every week, and without exception, and she's really just doing something that aligns with her soul. So I'd like to know what you guys think about no, actually I don't care about your opinion on this video, because I'm doing them for me, and that's what we all should do. We should not do videos for others. We should not do anything that is for others or what we think other people might want. Like Rick Rubin says, true art is for yourself. As soon as you start to make art that is for someone else or something you think people want, you're doing e-commerce. And I don't want to do e-commerce. I want to do art, and art is anything where you express yourself truly. So I have many more video ideas lined up. It's just me in nature talking about things that I've been wanting to talk about a lot. And whether you like it or not, these videos will be uploaded to this channel. Bye.